welcome. I'm Shane and this is Rockin the Planet. Great to have you here with us this week on the show that is dedicated to bringing live New Zealand music to you and your television screens every week of the year. We give a warm welcome to a legendary family of New Zealand music, the Greaves, fronted this week by the multi-talented Kevin Greaves. They call themselves Midnight Special. We'll see them perform live at the CT Club and we will be talking to them about their plans for the future as well as memories of times gone by. But first, some news from around the world on who's been rocking the planet this week. Bruce Springsteen, he popped up in Lisbon, Portugal to join the Rolling Stones on stage during their European tour. He did a knockout version of the Stones classic Tumbling Dice. The Stones are still featuring their old friend and guitarist Mick Taylor as special guest. I hope they can persuade him to join them in New Zealand when they play here in late November. Now, Irishman Bono and The Edge from U2, they've just become elected to the board of directors of the great Fender guitar empire. Famous for such brands as the Stratocaster and the Telecaster, both have pledged to help with the development of Fender guitars. Talking of Irishmen, here's an Irish woman, a revamped Sinead O'Connor. She's announced details of a new album to be released called I'm Not Bossy, I'm the Boss, along with her new single titled Take Me to the Church. Keeping it Irish this week, we have to give our condolences to Doc Neeson's family. The controversial frontman for Aussie band The Angels passed away after a 17-month battle with a brain tumour. Angels drummer and Auckland promoter Brent Eccles remembered his bandmate as an intelligent man who will be greatly missed. He was the original Mad Irishman. Rest in peace, Doc Neeson. Now let's move from Ireland, let's get back home to some real Kiwis. And that's Midnight Special and their special guest, Kevin Greaves. Welcome, Kevin. It's great to see you. Welcome to you all, guys. Great to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, rocking the planet. That's what we're all about. Now, Kevin, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Where did it all begin for you with your music career?
Just from watching my dad and listening to all his music, his record collection, and just watching him play and trying to emulate, I guess.
Emulate, and Dad being Rusty Greaves, iconic man of country music here in New Zealand. Rusty, of course, and he would play guitar and come home after his gigs and things and bring the guitar home. And
yeah, we always wanted to play it.
But tell me about some of the memories that you have of that, though. Must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was, he had an old Antoria guitar, which was the loudest thing that you'd ever heard, and because we always wanted to play it. And then when I was 4 years old, I got a guitar for Christmas, and I started playing uke before then, and then started playing the guitar when I was 4. And
so it did inspire you.
Oh,
you
yes.
saw Dad come home with the guitar, and you thought, I'm going to play that as well. Before we go on, Kevin, let's hear you fronting Midnight Special with a song about mind-altering substances and a bit of moonshine, written by Steve Earle, the great Ohinerau.
Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore, was saving my daddy and his daddy before. You hardly ever saw ground out and down here. Only gain a town about twice a year. 500 Banner Beach to Copper Line. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. Well, the revenue man wanted a ground out of that. Headed up the Hollywood, everything had. It's for my time, but I've been told he never came back from Copper Hero. Well, Daddy ran the whiskey in a big black Dodge. He put it at her out, she let the faces lodge. Hey, Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side. Just shot a quarter pounder, then he looked inside. Well, even my uncle pulled that engine down. Oh, I still remember that rumbling sound. Well, I sure came around in the middle of the night. Heard my mama crying, who said they would ride. Was headed down the Nelson with the weekly low. The smell of whiskey burning down on Copper Hero.
I worked with you way back in the 80s. Came back from England, and you were great then, and you had a country band together, and obviously you've metamorphosized, is that the word, over the years.
Yeah.
And you've done rock and roll. I've seen you do rock and roll, and you've done country.
Yeah, we all like all sorts of different music, don't we?
Yeah.
But I mean, in '93 I moved to Nashville, and I was there 15 years. Came back 2008.
Now that would have been one hell of a life-changing experience musically, anyway.
Oh yeah, it is, and I tell anybody to go there. Music City, USA. It's just an amazing place. You know, 1,200 recording studios and just the best musicians you've ever seen in your life. The best sound techs, just they're all there.
And you never thought, what am I doing here?
And everybody's a songwriter.
Yeah, everyone's a songwriter. Yeah. There's the same in England actually. That was like that. It was actually an eye opener for me, you know. And you saw how really tough it was to be a big time.
Well, it brings your whole game up. You know, when I arrived and saw the level of the talent, and I'm thinking, geez, I gotta get better here. I gotta get better.
And you learned a lot though, and you recorded over there.
Yeah, I did 6 albums while I was there.
6 albums, a lot of music. And you wrote a lot of them?
Yeah, quite a bit, yeah. And I got more and more into them. When I first arrived in Nashville, I'd really only written about 4 or 5 songs. Yeah. And I really realised then how important the songwriting is.
Yeah. Not like, here's my songbook, 5 songs. What a minute. Oh, you come back when you got 12 or whatever. But so you stayed there, and you obviously loved it, and you matured there with your music and all your.
Yeah, I managed to get a couple of songs into the charts in '95.
In the country music charts.
And down here did pretty well on the FM country radio station we had back then.
We used to have that.
And then I
station.
won the New Zealand, what is now the TUI, or New Zealand Music Awards Country Album of the Year in '95 with I'm Not Scared of Women.
Yeah. And he really is. Now,
You're right.
Now can I ask you, did you actually play the Grand Ole Opry?
Yeah, I did once with my dad and Michelle when I was a teenager, and then again in 2001.
You were there again?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a very proud moment for you,
Oh,
following
it
your
was.
dad's footsteps.
Yeah.
You know. Will you ever go back there?
Yeah, I took a tour last year with 27 people and had so much fun. I've been asked to do it again, so we're going back in May, end of May, June, in 2015, taking a tour. But I also go around and play at a few venues, and the people that are going on the tour
Your
come.
friends over there?
Yeah, and they're just some of the venues that I used to play at.
Yeah. Good on you. I wish you all the best of luck with that trip, man.
That's a lot of fun.
Okay, and what else are you looking at now? You've got a new album out, a new CD.
Yeah, we've got the best of, which is a.
This is a very best of, is it?
Yeah,
the very best of.
and it's a selection of songs from all my CDs, the best ones from each one, and plus it's got 3 new songs on there that have never been released before, and a duet with my dad before he passed away.
That's what I was going to ask you about. There is apparently a duet with your dad.
Yeah.
And when did you record that?
We recorded that in about 1991.
Oh, really? That late?
Yeah, and it was actually an old Tex Morton song.
Yeah,
and,
good old Tex.
And my dad had recorded it as well, and
Tex wrote it?
Tex wrote it. Yeah.
Wow. There's history in all this. I mean, it's amazing. It's beautiful stuff. And of course, you've got another one out here called Daddy's Radio.
Yeah. And that's,
you've been busy. You've been busy in the studio.
They're all recorded in Nashville, and we're just doing a new one at the moment. Nearly it's going to be called it's Daddy's Radio Part 2.
Part 2, exactly.
And
the guys are singing on it.
Yep.
With nice special, doing some BVs and backing vocals. And
yes. All the instrumental stuff's recorded in Nashville, but yeah, we're doing all the singing down here this time.
Now, I just want to know about the Rod Stewart bit. The Rod Stewart look. No one's asked you about this, but everyone says, wow, you got one hell of a head of hair there, mate.
You've met my wife Pandora?
She's a lovely lady, yeah.
Well, she's a Rod Stewart fan. And
Oh, is that it? That's how you want to
and no, she does my hair.
Oh, she does your hair, so you're going to look like Rod.
Yeah.
It's obviously her fantasy, not mine. But anyway, oh good, I had to ask, because hasn't he got good hair, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have none.
I'm envious. I bet J.R. Smith is as well. Our executive producer. But anyway, it's great having you here, Kev, and I'm going to do a little shuffle, and I'm going to bring another Greaves family member to the fore, and let you take a little back seat just for a few minutes, okay?
All right.
Thanks, Kev.
Thank you.
Cheers.
10 little fingers, 10 little toes, cute little smile, cute little nose. Everything about you is perfect in every way. We'll watch you run, jump and fall, climb a tree, catch a ball. Watch you play with a puppy on your knee. Your first breath took our breath away. Your first smile made me want to say, welcome to our world, little man. You've changed our lives, made our dreams come true. So blessed to have a little boy like you. Your first breath took our breath away.
Now a reminder, if you want to join us at the CT Club, we've been having a ball at 27 Ohinerau Street in Remuera, the CT Club, and you can be part of our studio audience while we film our live band of the week. Our next live band is New Zealand's current king of rock and roll, guaranteed to get you jiving, Tom Sharplin and his fabulous Cadillacs on Friday, June the 13th, 7 p.m. We've done a little shuffle, and guess what? We've got another member of the Greaves family, plays bass, the wonderful Lex Greaves. Lex. Now Lex, you chose the bass. Now was there a reason for that? Did they need a bass player or?
Yeah, no, I always wanted to be a guitarist, but
Well, I know you play a good guitar. I've heard you.
I used to look up to Kevin, being like I'm a couple of years younger than him. So.
Now Lex, the band's been going for some time now. How many years?
I think we got together in about '93. Kevin did a bit of a runner to Nashville.
Nashville, yeah.
I was just doing a little solo thing at that stage, and we just ventured into putting a band together, and we've sort of been together ever since. So.
Are you guys looking at recording yourselves?
Yeah, we're just sort of in the middle of it at the moment. We just should have it finished in a couple of months. So.
It'd be really good if you can. I mean, I'd love to hear it. Make sure you let us know so I can give it a plug when you've got it out there.
Yeah, sure.
We'll let them know.
Do that.
Got a name or a title, working title yet?
Not quite sure yet. Maybe the Working Man or something like that. I
Done.
don't really know.
Working Man.
We'll see
All
how it
right.
goes.
Well, look, all the best, Lex, and thanks, mate. It's really good talking to you.
You too.
You're always a pleasure. You're a gentleman, I must always say. I've been on the road with you, and it's always a pleasure, you know. Always a smile in the morning. You don't get many guys like that on tour, do you? Thanks, Lex.
Thank you.
Like a bluebird with its heart removed, lonely as a tree. I run just as far as I can run. Well, if I never see the good old days shining in the sun, I'll be doing fine and then some. How long
good old Rockin the Planet Shuffle. And now we have the lovely Michelle Greaves, the best looking one in the band.
Thank you, Shane. Nice to see you.
It's lovely to have you here. You've got a beautiful voice yourself.
Thank you.
As a lead vocalist.
Yeah.
Probably been underrated. The guys, do they give you the accolades you deserve?
Oh, sometimes, you know, brotherly love.
Now, traveling with your brothers and that, and other guys in the band.
Yeah.
Is it a tough game being a woman in this music business, in the country music business like this?
Sometimes, but it's a lot of fun. You know, I guess growing up with 11 brothers, I just feel like I'm one of the boys. You know, I've always felt like that. I feel more comfortable with boys than I do with girls.
Yeah, and of course,
You know?
Rob's a brother too.
Yeah,
so
he's a brother from another mother. He's
you all
sunburnt
grew up
one.
together,
Yeah.
So it is a great experience. I mean, there's no one like you really that I can name that fits together like a unit and is so happy together.
Yeah, no, we
I've
all
never
get on
seen
really
a
well.
domestic between the Greaves, I can tell you.
Oh no,
I'd hate to see one.
there is some, but we all get on really well. I mean, these two I'm pretty close to because I've worked with them all my life, so all my music life. So.
Do they do as you tell them, or do you do as they'll tell you?
I did pretty much what I was told when I was with Kevin, Lex, no, they're pretty good. Lex gives me my freedom and lets me do what I like to do, and
Yeah, you're lovely people. But,
Yeah.
but now, what is your inspiration as a vocalist? I mean, who do you listen to? What sort of country music?
my favourite, absolute favourite, would be Martina McBride.
Yeah.
She just absolutely inspires me, and I've chosen some of her songs to sing on our album coming up.
I was going to say, are
Yeah.
you going to record some of these?
Yes, I'm definitely doing the 3 or 4 songs. And one of my other inspirations, I guess, in New Zealand would be Suzanne Lynch. I think she's an amazing singer. She's currently training my daughter, and we've become really good friends, and I just absolutely love her to bits. People like Jodie Vaughan. She's an amazing singer.
Mate. I mean, I always compare her to Brenda Lee for me.
Yeah, she's just amazing.
She has that, like Brenda Lee. She's got a cry in her voice.
Yeah.
That is hard. You can't just copy it. It's either there or it isn't. And, I sing her praises all the time.
Yeah, and I guess
Jodie.
one of the earlier people would be Tammy Wynette. I just love her. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And of course, Suzanne, as you were talking before, covered her song "Stand By Your Man" way back in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, that's probably one of the favourite songs that I do of Kevin's, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, and I just worked with Suzanne actually last week on Waiheke Island.
Oh, she's amazing.
Which was a fun gig, and we had a great time. So, and you're going to do an album. That's what I really want to see.
Yeah.
You get in that studio and make sure, and you sing lots of the songs. All right, don't let them steer you over the other side.
Oh no, I like being part of the team.
Thanks, my love.
Good to see you again.
I love you.
Thank you. You too.
calling all budding musicians as well as professional musicians. If you desire to aspire to greatness in the music world, you need go no further than Music Planet. They're friendly, helpful staff. They do know their stuff. All being respected musicians themselves, they will help you get started no matter what your budget. New strings, new drum skins, a piano, a guitar, hundreds of musical instruments to choose from. With 9 friendly stores throughout New Zealand, Music Planet. And now the shuffle was back again, Rockin the Planet Shuffle, and now I have Robert Cattier. I call him the engine room, not really the engine room, but their secret weapon of Midnight Special.
There you go.
It's really good to have you here, man.
There you go, buddy.
Now, I've been an admirer of your playing for a long time. I know you're a modest man. Now, how did you get mixed up with a bunch of people like the Greaves, huh?
We grew up together.
You did grow up together?
Yeah.
As kids and in your early teens?
Yes.
And you all love your music?
Oh, yes, we do.
Your playing is amazing.
Oh, I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Because you are modest. We're always learning. But you are a great player. And underrated too, I've got to say that. I think a lot of people don't realise just how good you are. Has this been inspired by great guitar players, or you just picked it up on your own?
Oh no, I was taught by my dad.
By your dad?
By my dad.
This is Robert Senior?
Robert Senior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had quite a career going, didn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. He used to play in bands when he was young.
You know, what was the bands he played in?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, I love you. You didn't have a clue? I have a vague recollection, but I'm trying to grab the name and I can't grasp it. Do you guys know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaky Ground.
Shaky Ground. Yeah.
Shaky Ground. Great band. They were fantastic.
Oh, that's it. Shaky Ground.
Yeah, I worked with Shaky Ground. No, they were a good band. Now, before you go, I've got to ask you. I've got this G&L guitar here, and quite a few guys have been trying it out lately as they've called in. And Rob, I'd love people to see just how great you are. I know you're fantastic.
Okay.
I won't give you too much build up because you're a shy guy.
Cool.
I can tell. There's a plug here. There you go. The amp's on standby. And if we can get Kevin, have you got just happens to have an acoustic just sitting there close to him?
Remember that program, Benny Hill?
Yeah. I'm trying to forget it. All those people chasing around. Yep.
Stand by.
Well,
You remember that one?
yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Benny Hill.
4.
Fantastic, mate. So cool. I'll take the guitar. Now, usually I've got some strings to give away here, some Alexa strings, but we're quite out of stock. Otherwise, but I'll send them to you.
Nice.
Now, you guys shop at Music Planet, don't you?
Sure do.
Yeah, sure.
Now, this is from Music Planet, and they've got guitars like this hanging around. There's that many guitars there, I don't know. I mean, this is my favourite at the moment. We picked that one out, so I'm going back to get a new guitar next week, I think. And but they're our sponsors, and now I know I'm not prompting you, but you do actually go there and use their gear,
Sure
strings,
is, yeah.
drumsticks, and all the rest of it. And I just want to say thanks to you all for being here, mate. Don't forget, go and see these guys live. Midnight special with their special guest, Kevin Greaves. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Now let's take it easy and rock out. I'll see you next week.
Well,